All right, good evening, everybody, and welcome to The Guided Life. I'm your host, Matt Trott. Sitting next to me again, what's up, Judd Hodgen?
Loving life.
Loving life. I'm glad you're here, man, because we're here to talk about your Bobcat hunt that we got so fortunate enough to go on this year.
Long time in the process of happening.
So we're going to get into all that great stuff, and we're actually going to watch the footage with you while you're at home or wherever you may be watching this and checking it all out. So we're going to watch the footage with you, and then we're going to break it down kind of in between day one and day two. We're going to come back to studio, kind of recap everything that happened, and then we're going to get you right into day two. And it doesn't take long into day two before we cut a track and we're on it. But before we get into all that, I have a list of stuff that the producers tell me I got to go over first and foremost. So first, I got to give a huge shout out again to The Real Shot. The Real Shot is one of my great sponsors, and they have phenomenal stuff. And right now, The Real Shot has a huge ice fishing sale going on in store and online. So if you are looking for some ice stuff, and right around the corner is Battle on Bagel. So for those who don't know what Battle on Bagel is, it's a huge ice fishing event that happens right here in our backyard, Lake Winnebago. Your brother won a boat one year?
Yeah, 2-3 years ago, he won a real nice walleye boat.
Jeez, I know people that have won trucks. So if you are looking for something fun to do, Battle on Bagel is happening. You have to have tickets to fish it, but you're going to need some awesome equipment. So come in or go online to therealshot.com and check out some of that awesome ice stuff. So again, thank you so much to The Real Shot. So, the other thing too, I almost forgot. After 15 minutes, we're website only on this. So I would recommend right now you get right over to TGLTV.com to watch this, because that's where I'm monitoring comments, and that's where the rest of tonight's hunt is going to be aired. So if you're on Facebook, I appreciate it. If you're on YouTube, I also appreciate it. Like, subscribe, do all that great stuff while you're over there. But head on over to TGLTV.com to watch the continuation of this. So let's get right into this. How many years of points did you have for this tag?
So I believe it was 11 years. Now I think I could have had it in 8 or 9, but having a child, busy winters, a couple years I just went for the points instead of the kill tag.
Yep.
But all in all, yeah, it was 11 years before I called you and said, got the kill tag, man. We're going.
got the kill tag. So. And so in this hunt, we're going to find out that we ran the cat with dogs.
Yep.
It's legal in Wisconsin. It's a very efficient. I mean, these things wander. And what I was so surprised is how many bobcats are actually in Wisconsin and in the northern part of Wisconsin as well.
Yeah, it was crazy. Yeah, my intention the whole time was definitely running with dogs. Let's say I was single, no kids, a lax job. It'd be fun to trap one, spend a week or 10 days up there and run a trap line. But I've always liked hunting with dogs. It was my intention from day one to run with dogs, and we were able to do it. So.
Well, I mean, just kind of a backstory. You've hunted coons with their dogs. I mean,
coons and bears. I've had dogs for, I guess, 20 years now. Mostly for raccoon hunting, and we run a few coyotes.
Well, and when our viewers for The Guided Life first got introduced to you, we were on a pheasant hunt.
Yeah.
By Pheasants by the Fox, and you have bird dogs as well. Yep. So you're a guy that's very much a houndsman.
Yep.
And and I being your friend and everything like that, have really grown an appreciation for watching the dogs work. I think it's incredible the way these animals can do it.
Yeah. I think the dogs make a hunt as much as. I mean, it's fun to have game there, but I think it's much more enjoyable when you're doing it with dogs, whether it's hunting labs for ducks or pointers for pheasants or hounds for bobcat like we did. I mean, it's very enjoyable running dogs.
Yeah, and it's something, like I said, I mean, I've really grown to enjoy it, and I think the bear aspect is another thing that would be...
Yeah, you helped me run some baits years ago bear hunting, yeah.
Yeah, and now that one you got over a bait, but I mean that's basically the same thing, right? They run them over they get fresh tracks.
Yep, checking baits, checking for tracks, let the dogs go on a big track and let the chase begin. So.
Let the chase begin. So the way this came about is 11 years worth of preference points.
Yep.
Maybe could have drew it a little earlier, and you're going for the very northern part. What was the exact area you were trying to draw for?
So there's a northern and a southern zone, and forgive me, I forget the highway where it cuts off, but let's say Wapaka is southern zone, right? And you get up north of Point, that's northern zone. So it's just 2 zones. And we went northern zone, kind of planning on hunting that Tomahawk area where our buddy Jason lives. And it kind of fell through. Nobody's fault, it's just life.
Yep.
You know, it just didn't happen. So I was actually called you to go up there, find some tracks, walk in on them, and try predator calling them, which would have been tough. Would have been cool to do, but we would have been one of the few guys I think that would get it done that way. So you got on social media, and Cole actually was the first guy to call me.
Yep.
And I called a few other guys, just, you know, never done it before. And other guys said, hey, call up Cole. And that kind of sealed the deal. So I said, hey, man, if you're in, we're in. He said, come up tomorrow.
Yeah, so we're referring to Mike and Cole Edwards. They are owners of Spruce River Guide Service, and you're going to see a little bit of them throughout this footage. I mean, again, if we're just going to break this down, I'm ready to get into it. I mean, let's not wait any longer here, but I mean, it's day one was, hey, you guys, it's a Friday. If you can get up here right now, we're 5 hours from the valley.
No.
So we're way up there, and you'll kind of see that in some of the footage. We'll break down kind of exactly where we're at. But it's, like you said, Cole at Spruce River said, get up here to tomorrow, which Thursday to Friday.
Yeah, so, yeah.
You got a real good chance. And then as you find out when you watch this now, there was some hiccups a little bit on Friday.
Yeah, that's hunting.
But that's the way it goes. So without further ado, I'm ready. You ready?
You bet.
All right, let's bring on the episode and watch day one of Judd's Bobcat hunt. Excuse me, good sir. I got a question for you.
For me?
Yeah, I have a question for you. So where are we right now and what are we doing?
We are in Solon Springs going after a Bobcat tag. It's been an adventure. What are we? 4, 5, 7 hours in? Travel time? So we're waiting for the dog man.
We are waiting for the dog man, and this is a last minute kind of hunt?
Yeah. A lot of things fell through, and I'm not a social media guy, so Matt hooked me up and got a bunch of guys on the bear, dog, houndsman.
Wisconsin bear and cat.
Yeah, so those guys came through, got some calls, and fit us in last minute. A little dusting of snow last night. Should be all right.
And this is, how long have you been waiting for this tag?
11 years.
11 years. So it's just finally got light enough, and we just got audio enough that we can talk here. So otherwise, it's been a pretty boring ride. We were talking about it. It's been dark the whole time we've been together.
Mm-hmm. Boring? That hurts my feelings. I thought it was exhilarating. These boots are pretty light, ain't they, Matt?
I don't know. Do they feel pretty light? Yeah, they feel pretty light.
Lighter than, about the same as these?
Those ones feel a little nicer quality. Christ, I didn't know I was going to be up here to dress them. All right, good morning, everybody. Interview number 2. The first one, I didn't realize that we didn't have audio. So we are way north of Hayward, Wisconsin. That guy right there has a tag for Bobcats. Almost 12 years worth of preference points. Deadline, due date, end of season is January 31st. It is, I don't even know what today's date is. It is the 14th. He reached out, we were talking yesterday, which was Thursday. He's like, hey man, I got a tag, I'm gonna try to fill it. I'm like, well, I want to hang with you on the weekends. He's like, yeah, well, I gotta shoot this Bobcat. We're up here, we made it happen. Reached out on some social media pages, got some contacts, lined to hunt up. Guys like, get up here today, which is now Friday. A little bit of snow pushed in. Said tracks should be fresh. Dogs are itching, raring to roll, which we are hunting with dogs. We're gonna try to make it happen today. I'm tagging along, I'm a cameraman.
I'm the shooter.
He is a shooter. So we're gonna try to get her done. We're gonna get dressed up. We're waiting to meet the gentleman here shortly at JT's One Stop.
Called me out on video.
Oh, you gotta eat it.
I'm gonna get in all kinds of trouble.
All right, guys, it is right now Fast and Furious. We are on the road. We just met up with one of the guys from the crew, and he's like, they're on a hot track, so it's put her 4 high and get on these back roads and scream. So we're hopefully we can film the rest of this. We're still waiting on, you know, assurance that that's good to go. But right now the guys are on a fresh track. So like we said on the way up, we just got a little bit of snow up here in northern Wisconsin. It's on like Donkey Kong, bro. Look at the intensity from that guy right there. So, jeez, camera's bouncing around. She's rough. Give me a little update.
So they cut 2 tracks. Cole's out on the sled, just circling the block, making sure the cat didn't bust through. And we're trying to find Cole right now. So, see where we're at. Let the dogs go on the track. They were boo-hooing for a little bit, and they're getting hot now, so just trying to get up.